Suck it in. Welcome to the DonnieSport Football Show Special Edition, the DonnieSport 10 Top 10 Field Goal Kickers in the NFL. How did I arrive at a show like this? Well, the NFL Network did their NFL 100, top 100 players in the NFL voted by the players. And looking at the 100 players, from 100 to number 1, not one field goal kicker was mentioned or voted. They just left them aside. Don't even care. But I know this. They decide games, playoff games, and sometimes championships. So this is the time to show the field goal kickers some respect and love. And if they can't do it, by gosh, I will. So I went online, did some figuring, did some math, and put together a list of the top 10 field goal kickers in the NFL. This is my list, not from some website that you could question about. I did a little something, and I decided to determine this by field goal accuracy, number of kicks involved, and also some achievements that these field goal kickers have done. And so far, I'm rather impressed. I think you'll be impressed too by what I've accumulated. So with that in mind, it's time to honor the football players whose one part of their anatomy determines field goal games. I'm talking about the foot, y'all, okay? Alright, dirty-minded people out there. Let's start the DonnieSport 10 with number 10. This field goal kicker is going into his 17th season with one team. He's been on some decent teams, but lately he's been on some crappy teams, and not to mention he's playing in a crappy stadium as well. And despite all the bad football, he has been the only consistent, and he has a very strong leg. His field goal accuracy from 50 yards out in his career is 55%, which is pretty much half. But if you let the Oakland Raiders hang around, he becomes a bigger factor in the game. And more than likely, he could beat you. He's a major threat. Plus, in 2011, he kicked a 63-yard field goal, tying a record that was current way back when. Let's usher in the DonnieSport Top 10 Field Goal Kickers with Sebastian Janikowski of the Oakland Raiders at number 10. Now, the number 9 field goal kicker, he's bounced around a little bit, unlike Janikowski, who's been with one team. Got to start with the Giants. Played for Tampa Bay, Denver, till he landed with the Dirty Birds in Atlanta, where he's having his best career yet. In the 6 seasons he's played, he's going into his 7th season. Get this, his field goal accuracy, since he's been with the Atlanta Falcons, 3 of those 6 years was 90%. It's pretty much almost like 100. He's pretty much dead on when he comes to kicking field goals. Now this year, he has a new coach and a little bit more chance to get into the red zone and kick some balls. We have Roddy Wright and Julio Jones as your receiver. He becomes a big threat too. From the Atlanta Falcons, field goal kicker Matt Bryant at number 9. Now next time I want to tell you about the number 8 and number 7 kickers. The number 8 kicker holds the record for the longest field goal kick in the NFL. Let's do a little history lesson here. Back in 1970, a guy named Tom Dempsey, with a cut foot, kicked a 63-yard field goal when he played for the New Orleans Saints to beat the Detroit Lions. A record that stood for almost forever. And in 2011, Sebastian Janikowski tied that record, along with a guy named Jason Elam, who played for the Denver Broncos. He also tied that record. The number 8 field goal kicker, the number 9 kicker, Matt Bryant, who kicked a 62-yard field goal back in 1999 to beat the Eagles, and Sebastian Janikowski all have one thing in common. They all had their field goal kicks, and they all were very lengthy, 60 yards plus. Janikowski's kick, Jason Elam's kick, and the number 8 guy all had their field goal kicks in one town, Denver. Rocky Mountain air, thin enough to 8 long field goal kicks. You can now start the field goal kicking conspiracy theory. Sure, they're on record and they're long, but it happened in Denver. You get a field goal kick that high, it'll go for a while. Before you settle in on that, another thing to think about. Tom Dempsey's field goal kick happened in New Orleans. Matt Bryant's 62-yard kick happened in Tampa Bay. 2 towns in the Deep South known for its high heat and high humidity. So that blows up your theory right there. But it opens up the door for some debate. So, we'll pick up more on the DonnieSport 10 top 10 field goal kickers with number 8, the guy who currently holds the longest field goal kick in the NFL. And also at number 7. Oh, by the way, Matt Bryant at number 9, he's the first Texan to be on our team. He comes from Orange. The number 9 field goal kicker, oh, check that, number 7, comes to you from the DFW. I'll tell you who they are next time as the DonnieSport 10 rolls on. This special edition of the DonnieSport Football Show right here on the DonnieSport 17 Network.